The French-American Cultural Exchange is a program that works with the French Embassy in the United States to promote things that are French-related, culturally, literature, film, travel opportunities for students, for faculty, and for the general public. The opportunities that the FACE Foundation provides, certainly for universities, is in particular the grant that allows us to host the Tournai French Film Festival. This is our 5th year hosting the festival here at UC Blue Ash. I first became aware of it about 6 or 7 years ago when the festival was at Northern Kentucky University. So I worked with them as part of their festival, and then the transition to come and keep it in sort of the tri-state area. The films that come our way via the Tournai grant are all contemporary films with the exception of one. One of them is a classic film. So we usually have films from, say, the 1930s, 40s, or 50s, often a film noir type of a screening. It could be something by a very famous film director, or it could be something that relates to a specific canon, like we showed Beauty and the Beast one year. As for the contemporary films, they range from comedies to tragedies to love stories and everything in between. Film as a teaching tool is a great way for students to not only look at the culture itself and what's being produced in France, but also the language. The language is an interesting way to appreciate a film. Whether people can speak French or not, these films are all subtitled, so you don't have to have any French in order to enjoy the film. They're subtitled in English, but it's also a way for students who are learning French to sort of compare the different levels of language, whether it's something formal, informal, and get a chance to hear it in an authentic context. Students have a role to play in the festival in a couple of different ways. Primarily, they have assignments designed around the films, whether they're language students and they have to do it as part of their writing assignments, or whether they're students in other disciplines that might be offered extra credit points for coming to the films, writing a synopsis, etc. In addition to that, we have kind of a welcome table, if you will, at the beginning of each of our films, where we have student ambassadors hosting and welcoming people. As well as we have a little table for French at UC Blue Ash, where we have a bake sale for students to raise funds to go out for lunch at the end of the semester to a French restaurant. I think the best way to support the festival is to come out to the film screenings. They're free of charge. As I mentioned, they are subtitled in English, so everybody can come to see them. You can bring your family and friends. They're open to the general public. Come and see a foreign film. If you've never seen one before, it's a great experience. These are films that are not normally shown in the Cincinnati area at movie theaters around town, so it's a chance to see something that you wouldn't necessarily see. We don't often stream a lot of these films on Netflix or any of the other streaming devices, so it's a chance to see something unique and then to see it in a large screen atmosphere, be able to talk about it afterwards with people that are students from the public, academics, etc. So it's a great evening, and it's a chance to do something a little different as well.
What I like about the French Film Festival is that it's a great opportunity for UC students to come down and listen to our French films. It's a great way to be exposed to all of our new and old films.
It's a good chance for you to compare what American culture is like in contrast to French culture.